we should be back live right now. I'm looking after a potential short for DAX. It's not really showing progress above the 22,000 level. Again, selling pressure always comes in the first 15 minutes, then we start flattening out, and then we might push. So for me to consider a short, that's going to be pretty soon. Okay. So we have double support, double top stop support, resistance. It's going to trade between these. I'm not trading the Nasdaq. I'm only going to trade the DAX here in the morning. But again, previous highs 915, previous lows 853. So I'm going to do a short below, long above. Okay. Let's see where the market is going to head today. So we're going to have some news coming in. This is high impact news. So there's a lot of volatility. We have to be very careful. Luckily, they're coming in always an hour before opening. So this is going to be 8:30. So that's going to be an hour before we're going to trade the US tech. It's a big day today. I look forward to this day. So unemployment claims. We also have some news coming in soon here. It looks like it could be a good potential short. I'm going to open a short position here before time. It's a lighter short position, so I could just hold it. I'm pretty confident this is going to sell off at least back to 850. And if we get a break below, then I could just add more to it. So we saw a big push from overall lows, guys. Remember that? So from overall lows to current level of 17%. Not 7, but 17. 17. It's completely insane. It's nonsense, okay? It's not gonna hold. Not on the short time frame. But maybe we will be wrong. Let's see here. If they're going to push the market again, they could. Again, if they're going to push it above, I may stop loss at 920. But if they're going to push it above 920 and I see confirmation above 930, then I'll go for long. So for me, if I get stopped out, I'm in light, I'll go for long above. And for me to add to this short, I like to add to the short once we break below the lows for the first 15-minute candle, okay? So pretty easy day for me to add to short and also to figure out where I want to go long. I'm in light, so I could hold this one here, but yeah, this is my first position. Again, it could push. We always see some selling pressure in pre-market session and then first 10 minutes, and then it kind of like push up to get some shorters out, and they could take me out, but if I get out, I get out with like a little loss. The strong support still, they're still holding the market quite strong. And they're really trying to push the market, and they might. But this could be a fake out, just so you know, okay? So we saw some sort of like confirmation, we saw some sort of selling pressure, but just back to the previous lows, okay? Again, I'm not doing anything. I'll just call losses there if it goes up here. And if it breaks above 950 and I see it start rallying, I will take a long. But I think, again, the market is too overbought on a short time frame. It's not realistic. And I'm not going to add here in the middle. I'm going to wait at least 3 more minutes and then I can add to it if we start selling below. Yeah, of course, I could move my stop loss here. I could live with hope. But that's not what I prepared for in the pre-market session. My plan was if it sold off below these previous bars, I will go for a short. That's what I did. And we did not manage to break above yet, but we can easily push up 30 points. and then we just accept it and we end light, okay, so it doesn't gonna hurt us. So the next trade is not gonna be a bad trade when we do not have to recover. We're not gonna do any revenge trading, because what's the worst case? We lose 100, or we're gonna make like 300-400. Like, it's not really gonna hurt me, and that's why I keep growing my accounts every day. Sometimes it's more tough. Sometimes I shouldn't be trading. Yesterday and yesterday again, I shouldn't be trading, right? So there's a lot of money to be made here today. If we can break below, we can start selling off. But again, we could push it first, and then they could dump it. We don't know, right? And that's right now we see the Nasdaq is pushing, so we might also see that the DAX is gonna push, and that's what we have to be a little bit careful with, of adding to a short position that doesn't play out. I'm not saying I don't want to go long. I'm just saying I would wait for confirmation for another at least 2 minutes, okay? So I'm still holding short here. Looks like they're trying to push it. There's no really confirmation either on the Nasdaq or on DAX. Let's look at the UK 100. So that went up and it's not really doing anything. So we can mark the highs also for the UK 100 here. And we can mark the lows. So no progress so far. Big push. We might also see a push on DAX. Let's see here. Could consider exit this one here if we do not push soon. I'll just exit this one for 35. I know it's very small, but again, if we do 5 of these trades, then we have made a couple of percents again, close to 36. Let's see here. So now we're above after 15 minutes. Very simple. Break above, long, break below, short. But I think we're gonna have some support here at 850. So if we're gonna break below this lower week and we're gonna take this one out here and we sell below this line, that could be a very good short for me. But again, it could come just below and then they could push it right back up again. So here I really need to make sure I'm not getting a fake out or I get stopped out for like really no reason. So here I have to be like a little bit careful, okay? Because the market is not stupid, okay? The market knows that if it's gonna break below, then everyone is trying to go short and then they try to pump the market to get everyone out. I'm not saying this is not a good short opportunity. I'm just saying we just have to be a little bit careful here, okay? That's the only thing I'm saying. So wait for confirmation, okay? Let's see if it's gonna break below. So right now we're holding and it could looks like a long, but I would just be very careful doing a long here myself. I'm not saying you cannot do a long. I'm just saying I would personally be careful here. The overall short idea is very great. This is when people don't have the right principles and they just go in randomly long for no reason because they hope, and I don't live for that. Took a short because I prepared that before the market even opening, right? So I prepared a short and I said, okay, if we're taking this one out here, I go for a short. That's what I did. Still managed to make some. That's great. Let's see here if they're gonna push it all the way back to here, and they could. So between these two lines, we shouldn't be trading. Short below, long above. So if it comes up here, no long. If it comes up here, no long. If it's strong support here, no long. It's just too risky. It's not really making sense. And it's not that these two lines will work. It's just, this is gonna make sure we're not doing 5 trades in here where we're losing or risking too much that we don't really have to risk. It's very weak, the market here. Looks like DAX is going to sell below, but again, it could push up. So we have been trading below. We have not been trading below here. Again, it could come up here and it could sell it, but again, this is more short to me. I think I'll do another short again here. Shorting it here at 66. It's currently trading at 68, 67, 70. Even you can get a better price than me. But I just open a short here again. Of course, I have a stop loss in place. Let's see, they could push the market. And that's what they may be gonna try to do. It's low volume today. They're really trying to push it a lot. I think they could push it to 900 and then they could potentially sell it off. I think this best stop loss it's fine what I have here, but I think it could get stopped out very quick before they could potentially sell it off because it's a lighter position for me. Let's see here if it's going to sell off now. I could consider having a stop loss just above 900. Maybe 905. I'll have a stop loss at 906. Just so I'm sure that I don't get stopped out if it hits 900. To me, it's a short only, guys. I'll exit this one here for $60. I know it's nothing. I know it's nothing. I know it's light money. I know it's light money. If we break below again, I'll go for another short here. It's very light, but it's better than nothing. So we are past 915. There's no break below. The candle did not close below, and we are after 20 minutes and there's no progress, and it's just consolidating. There's so much upside to a long because there's no really progress, but there's also a lot of potential money to be made. If we're closing below this lower week, I'll go for another short. You see like how easy it is when you do light positions. You don't even care. It doesn't even gonna hurt you. And then once you're sure, you do maybe 10, and then you're making everything back. So I know this is not a lot, and I know this is like nothing, but it's like pretty steady. If you see, like every morning I make like 0.5%. That's like 300% a year, compounding from the starting balance of doing just these small trades here. And then once I'm sure, I can just do 20. I know that's a little bit too heavy, or maybe 35. And then I make like 2,000 when I'm sure and I see confirmation, but there's no confirmation. That's why I like to do these 5, because I'm not even risking 20 points. I'm not even risking. Like here, I could be risking like 20 points, and it doesn't gonna hurt me really. But the reason why I'm closing it out is because there's no progress. I'll give it another 3 minutes, and if there's no progress, I will not do more trading for now, because this is over trading, and I'm looking after something that's never gonna come there, but it could really sell off soon. You just have to be careful. To me, it still looks like a good short. I'll do another short here. I know it's trading at 45, and I know this is risky, and I get the point of not enter at lows, that it could push up and it could stop me out. Let's see here. Probably gonna have my stop loss at 70, just above 70. So it went below, that's why I trigger a short. This could also be a more swing position for me because I'm in so light. So I could consider moving my stop loss to maybe 900 and just let this run to maybe 700. I think I'm gonna do that. So if we zoom out on a 4-hour time frame, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this, guys. So moving my take profit to 21,500 and just holding this one here all the way down. So I'll just close out now, call it a day, and no more trading for me, to be honest. Yeah, it's just not like, it's fine, and I could like sit here and I could make 500. It's just, but if this is working out, right, this is selling from 850 to like 500. I made 350 points multiplied with 5, so I make $1,700. For what is the risk? Like, explain the risk. There's no risk. The market already went up so much, so it's gonna come right back. And then you might say, this is the wrong mindset. This is not how traders they do and how they think. They do if they in with 5 and they don't care. So now I could just be ice cold and move my stop loss to break even. So now I have no risk, like 0 risk, and I could make $1,700. You see how smart this is? Like, this is extremely smart. I have no risk, guys. There's no risk at all. If it goes up now, then I just get stopped out for break even. Yeah, I'll just hold the stop loss here for now on. So for me, there's no risk here. But again, I could get stopped out very quick because my stop loss is very tight. But then I did 2 trades, and then I have another trade here open, and I might get stopped out now. Just moving it just to see if it's going to be a fake out, just to take liquidity here. Okay, so they're just pushing it a little bit. Okay, I think I'm going to move it to here and then just holding it because it looks weak to me still. Yeah, so many traders, I can see many retail investors is getting stopped out now. This is what they do. They're just pushing it up before they're gonna dump it. They could push it to 900 before they're gonna dump it. So I think a very good setup for me. If I have to take it all the way back to 500, I think it could be moving stop loss to 900. But then I will risk 60 points. Once I have 5, that's 300. It's a little bit too much. It's actually fine. It's under 1%. Yeah. I'll just move it to 94 and I'll just hold it. I'm still short if you're asking. And then I have my target. This is from experience, okay, that I do this. So do not copy me if you do not understand what's going on. But I'm just holding this one all the way back to 500. Okay. Everyone is long right now, and they're hoping. Consider closing at 800, just to lock in some profit. I think I'm gonna exit here at 800 because I exited on my live account. Why did I exit? Then we at least have a good morning and we don't have to overcomplicate it. It could push back, so I just exit the position. This is within like 20 minutes, and we all managed to make 1%. So yeah, it could sell back to 500. It could also sell back to 21,000, right? It could even sell lower today. It could come all the way back, like extremely low today. It could really sell off, and I think it's a very good day to be short. I just managed to close it out because I'm a scalper. I prepare it and I took my principles and I just read it and I say, okay, I'm a scalper. I'm not going to hold, predict. This is not my strategy. I know it's so light, but it's just, I'm building the wrong routine and the wrong mindset if I start holding things. So I know it will go down to 500. I'm pretty sure. I think it's even going to go lower. It's not really my strategy. So that's why I'm closing it, and I'm very happy with today.